All right, we are rolling. Hi, friends, and welcome to our brand new podcast, Moline Method Mic'd. I'm Kelly. I'm a licensed pharmacist. I should say I'm Kelly Moline because that's where the name comes from. I'm Kelly Moline. I'm a licensed pharmacist, a functional medicine consultant, a wife, and a brand new mom to our little girl, Danielle, and she is 3 months, almost 4 months old now.
Mm-hmm. She is behind the camera, so you may be able to hear her.
Yeah.
But yeah.
She's just chilling.
I am Landon Moline. I am husband to the one and only Kelly Moline and father of little Danielle. I have zero functional medicine experience, but I'm just here to kind of provide the husband-father perspective on this podcast, on the conversations we have. And yeah, just happy to be here, be a part of it, help kick this thing off.
Yeah, I can't believe we are actually starting our own podcast. So this was actually my husband's idea, and I love podcasts so much. I'm like, are you serious? So once he said, yes, he's serious and ready to do this, I'm like, let's try it. Let's see what we can do. So since it was your idea, Landon, can you tell us why?
Sure. So my thought process behind it was that it really is a kind of a combination of some of your passions. So you love being a mom, being a new mom, and you're really passionate about parenthood. And you're also really passionate about functional medicine. And so I think, obviously something you're passionate about, you talk a lot about. We have a lot of conversations revolving around those two topics. And so this is just going to be really business as usual. We're just going to record it. So that's one. And then I guess another reason is like another passion you have is that you just love to help people. I think that's one of the reasons you started your own functional medicine business was you wanted to be able to reach more people and help more people, I think, than you could when you were at the pharmacy. And I think, because I think you'd have to be juggling both like the retail side of pharmacy and other duties there with, your health and weight loss program and your functional medicine program. So, that's why you started your own business. But I think like what better way to reach more people than through a podcast, because you get to have those conversations and listeners all around the world can listen to it and be affected by it. So so that's kind of the thought process behind it. I think selfishly, this kind of provides a little scheduled time where we get to hang out and have a conversation. I think in the craziness of being new parents, a lot of times
That's a big reason I said yes to this too. I'm like, you want to talk to me each week and schedule that out?
Crazy.
I know. Yeah. So that's fun for me.
Yeah. So this gives us a kind of scheduled time and holds us accountable to actually have good conversations and talk about life. Which is
really hard to do with a newborn.
Yeah, it is. And and I think, a lot of there are podcasts out there about, functional medicine. There are podcasts out there about parenthood. And there are probably podcasts out there about both combined. But one thing that those podcasts don't have is a Kelly Moline, who you're the smartest person I know. And I think that a lot of people can benefit from just things that you say revolving around like functional medicine, and parenthood and stuff in our everyday conversations. I oftentimes we'll be talking about a certain topic or a friend or even in our own lives, and you'll say something from the functional medicine perspective, and I'll be like, wow, like a lot of people could probably benefit from that information and from your experience. And but yeah, I think this is kind of a fun, crazy, challenging time, being new parents and starting up your business. To do this podcast, share our experience. We're by no means parenting experts.
No, brand new parents.
So I think we can share our struggles, challenges, what's working for us, not working for us, and I think listeners can also interact with that and leave comments about what's worked for them or if the information we're giving is helpful, and so yeah, we'll kind of be all in this together type type deal. So that'll be kind of a fun aspect of it. But
I should point out too the name where it came from. So Moline Method Mic'd. So my functional medicine business is Moline Method. It's my proprietary method to get people to better health naturally, and I order a lot of labs and stuff to do that. Anyway, so that's where Moline Method Mic'd comes, because it's just us talking about functional medicine, but more too with the Moline Method is just our lives, our perspective on things. So really excited for that.
yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a fun journey, and so hoping people can relate to it and follow along, and yeah.
Yeah. And with the chaos of life too, because being a new mom, although I absolutely love it, I love talking about it, I love connecting with other new moms, with people that have experience, or even people that are brand new moms or in their pregnancy journey or whatever. Love talking about it and bringing that side. And I lost my train of thought there.
That's okay.
So our first episode is going to be about brain fog.
It's a great teaser right there.
So yeah, but my point in that was saying, yes, I love talking about it, so we're just recording it and going from there.
Yeah. Nope. I think it'll be good. So I guess with that, like, do you want to talk about like what people can expect, how often we're gonna share episodes?
Yeah. So my plan is, I really like listening to podcasts, them talking about their parenting experiences. So we'll do something similar. I love connecting with new moms and hearing about their parenting experiences and talking about my own. So we'll just kind of give some life updates with that. Oh, our baby's crying. I don't know if you can hear that. She let's settle her down. But yes. And we are recording in the chaos of daily life, if we didn't say that already. But yes, we are.
Here's Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
She wanted to say something.
Yeah. For those of you guys just listening on the podcasts, on the podcast networks, we're also recording this for YouTube. So feel free to log in there, because we are trying this new tech thing and trying to figure out how to record and all of that with audio and visual. So if you want to give credit to both, because it's more challenging than it seems.
Apologies in advance for the technical difficulties.
Yes. But yeah, we'll try to release some weekly content about new symptoms or postpartum symptoms or general symptoms that people may experience that may be cortisol related, adrenal related, gut health, detox, genetic, whatever. And then we'll share the functional medicine, a little bit of science behind that, and then some practical tips. But also, I want it to feel attainable, because there's so many functional medicine podcasts out there or knowledge out there that just is like, you can do these millions of things and then you'll be healthy, and it just seems so out of reach for the people going through the chaos of life. So yeah, we just want to make it digestible, and little small changes can really add up to be a big difference. And then
I think that's something you do really well, is keeping it conversational. I mean, you do that all the time, and I mean, you have a good, unique way of you kind of bringing that pharmacy, functional medicine perspective to things. And I think we'll go into in a later episode what functional medicine really is. Mm-hmm. But I think that's something you're really good at. I mean, sometimes in our daily conversations, being a pharmacist, you can look at someone's prescriptions and literally go, okay, the doctor was trying to treat this symptom with that prescription. And then you also know the side effects of that prescription, in which they have other prescriptions to treat. And pretty soon you have a huge...
That's polypharmacy, folks.
Yeah, you have a huge list of prescriptions. And you can look at that, and having a pharmacy background or a pharmacist background, I think, and applying functional medicine to that, you can go, okay, let's see if we can get your body produce this hormone so that you don't need that prescription at all, mm-hmm. and getting your body to treat like it to function the way it should, so you don't need medication. But
yeah. I would say in that aspect, I'm not your typical pharmacist. And there's a lot of pharmacists out there that aren't looking just to be like pill pushers, but just in the fact that I'm not your typical pharmacist, and the fact that I'm trying to get people off of prescriptions if that is attainable.
or if it's the right thing. Like some
yeah.
prescriptions are definitely like
Needed.
necessary.
Yes, for sure. But some prescriptions we could possibly either reduce the dose or remove entirely based on how your body heals too. And with people, what their effort is. Some people really don't want to change their lifestyle, and that is fine. And that's really what prescriptions are there for. But I've talked to so many people that go to the doctor and they felt like they had a 5 or 10 minute conversation with them, and they got prescribed a medication they really didn't want to be on. And now they're going to the pharmacy confused, frustrated, and they're like, is this my only way? And so that's where I would step in more of that pharmacist role there. So we're just kind of bringing the conversation now to a podcast, and people have questions. You can definitely write in to my Instagram or whatever there too.
Yeah, awesome. So why don't you tell people where they can find us or follow along?
Yeah.
Whether they can like or subscribe. Where are we going to be posting these videos, podcasts?
Yeah, you can find us on YouTube and the podcast networks, Moline Method Mic'd, and then our Instagram is at Moline Method, and yeah, what else?
Yeah,
Website,
yeah.
yeah, molinemethod.com. Once
Hasn't
we
been
get that
launched
up
yet. Yeah.
running, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I think that kind of covers everything we wanted to cover in this pilot episode.
Yeah.
So now we just need a super cool sign off.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Bye.
See ya. We'll work on that.